Hello and welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program. I'm Avon, and in this episode we're going to see if we can set up the red science, the next science, and that one requires coal and it requires oil basically. It is also possible later, let's say the X-ray cracking, to turn oil and hydrogen into more hydrogen and coal basically, or graphite, but that's not what we're going to do now. Because we need red science for that, so we're going to need a coal patch. So let's see, did we decide on where to build it? I think so. It was going to be here we have oil and here we have coal. It's going to be or maybe we use this. Yeah, if we use this and then we make the labs up here, we have to travel the hydrogen, that's a difficult word for well, Norwegian people, or for me. I can't speak for the other Norwegian people. My people. No. Yeah. Anyway, losing track of what's going on. Completely lost train of thought. Let's find science. There is science, and yeah, this is going to be a belt. It's definitely going to be a belt. So let's make sure we bring a whole lot of belts. It's also very nice to get a bunch of oil because reasons. Why did the spin go that way? Ah, it's not that far from base actually. We have to go east. Always east. Yes. So let's get some fuel for the mech. Here we go, and a few more stacks. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Good. And then we get the parts we need. We are going to need a few of these. Oh, it's already up to 20. This is so nice. So let's get all of them. Let's get 1 stack of these. Let's ignore this part. That this didn't happen. We don't know anything about it, but I'm going to insert some motors into it if we can. Let's see, water pump. No, there. Good. So the solution is just going to be to bring the motors over, but yeah, I'm going to whine and cry and be sad about it instead, I think. Or am I? Yeah, I am. I'm going to be sad about those pumps because I don't want to bring 1 belt just for 1 machine. So we now, let's land. We now have things. So we have power pumps. We are going to bring, let's bring 20. When looting a stack like that, it's nice to be to see where it ends up and then just put the rest back into the box. That means you have filled your stack. I'm going to show that instead of telling that. Let's see. So this is good. Gathering. We don't need the water pumps. Let's wait for a full stack. We need a lot of belts. We decided we need a whole lot of belts. And then inserters. So what I meant was, if I want to fill the stacks we have, then I click a full stack, and then the overflow goes in the last slot, 11, and it goes back. Good. 15 of those. Let's keep a full stack of those as well, 50. storage 50. Let's do liquid storage as well. Didn't we? Oh no, we didn't. And we didn't add here either. Okay, so do we split or do we use this belt? Let's see what we can do with this. So if you go here, then you go up 2, then you go over here, here, and down 2. Sure. Let's go with that. That was. Let's go with beautiful. So we have 32. Okay, so we're fine for now. This can just stack up by itself. So that was the storage. Production. We would want more of these probably. What are we waiting for? We're waiting for stone. That's fine. Everything is just filling up. Chemical plants, I don't think we can use them really right now. Chemical plants is here. We aren't going to make plastic or sulfuric acid, and we can't crack yet. That's in the chemical plant as well, I think. Or it might be in... No, it might actually be in the oil refinery. I don't know. So we're fine on those. 22 refineries, and the miners gathering 10 is fine. There's only 3 seeps over there anyway. So the only thing we might have to return for are these. So everything looks fine over here. Our power is also fine. Let's click a power pole that's closer so we can actually see. Yeah. And then let's go east. Let's fly east actually. So that's north. Oh, I'm a bit confused still on that. So east is here. Here we have the coal we're going to use for the science. I think we're going to mine it here and then smelt it here as well. Probably. It doesn't need a lot. The thing about the red sign is that it doesn't really need a lot, so we could pull it out of here, but I want to make it separate. And also because of all the oil that's over here, it's going to be nice to just spread it out a bit. So miners, we're going to have oil here as well. So that means these combine up here. Let's find out north-south again. So this one goes north. And this one is 1 point, let's say 4. This is 1.5, that's 2.9. And that's 3.9, so 4. Every combine here takes 4 seconds, and we make and it eats 2 oil. So we're going to need one refining facility, oil, what was it called? Oil refinery, for every half an oil a second. Because in 4 seconds, half an oil a second becomes 2 oil. Yes. And this produces 4. So we need 8. I'm going to round that to 10. And the reason for that is because we are at some point getting mining productivity here. So that's plus 10%. So if it's 4, every point of mining productivity will add 0.4. So at 2 productivity, it fills 10. Wait, that means at 4 productivity, at 5. And this is infinite research, I think. Okay, I'm not going to plan for infinite research, so I'm going to make 10. Or actually, 6 a second is a full belt. No, we upgrade the belts as well, so that doesn't matter. I'm going to make 12. So that would be 12, even though that's for 6 a second and we're going to have 4. Yeah, I'm going to make 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
This facility will produce multiple products. To divide them, you need to set a filter on the sorter. You can use tab or the arrow keys on the right side of the keyboard to quickly set the filter when building the sorter.
Alright, then set filters. So this way, this way. Let's see. This way, yes. Now, oil. There is no piping in the game, so oil flows on belts, but we can use liquid storage for that. That was a bit confusing at the beginning. So I'm going to do the in and out on the same side here, because I like the clean look of that, and the inserters will be quick enough. So one, yeah, I just said that, and then I forgot to place the belt. That would be here. So let's align 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is supposed to be aligned. This is where so because of the rotation of the Earth, or the spheriness of the Earth, you see the space between here. That's room for a belt, but here there's definitely not. They're a bit more squished, but that means we get room for many more. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is 6, so that's 12. We can actually do 13. This is probably going to trigger some people, but I'm going to do it like that. I also forgot to set the recipe. This is going to happen a lot, isn't it? So, setting, let's see. Setting, moving over and setting the recipe. Good. 13. That's too much, isn't it? Well, the developers have promised that they will add upgrading. So right now we can't upgrade items like belts or sorters. What we do is we deconstruct and reconstruct, which is a horrible way to do that. Let's see. 3. In. I wonder how this is going to be aligned. Out and out. Now, these are called the sorters, because they have filters. I can tab through them right here. But I'm going to put everything on the same belts because I'm going to split it later. I don't want more belts out than one. So, let's see. You go in and and in and out and out, in and out and in and out, in and out. I hope I did all of these correct now. In and out. I guess we'll see when we turn on the power. In and out. These look aligned-ish. Yeah. Out. Out and in. Oh, yeah, I have no idea if this actually works now. I think I did correct, but you never know. So we can't fit power poles between, so we have to have them on the outside. So too close to what? Oh yeah, too close to another one because I clicked and placed it. So what's not powered? I guess it hits everything. Can we go all the way up here? And then all the way up here, yeah. And one more. And one for this. One for this. One for that. So, the thing that's coming out here now, that's two different kinds of products. So we're going to do a splitter here. We're just going to use a normal splitter, I think. Yeah, normal splitter. Then we're going to use the storage. So one tank here, and let's say one tank here.
You built a storage tank. It is more suitable for storing fluid than the storage. Each storage tank can only store one single
Now, the fluids can be stored in normal storage as well, but they only stack to like 20.
All the stored fluid will be devastated.
However, once it has been removed, all the stored fluid will be devastated. I like the translation. It's fun / funny, and sometimes bad. So this can probably fuel itself. Should I though? No. I'm going to do this properly. So this is going to be the hydrogen. Good. And that's going along this line, I think, all the way up. Let's see. This is coal. This is coal. So maybe we make the science close to here. Or maybe we just make it up here. Yeah, let's make it up here. Let's look for some coal. Yeah, I like to use this coal. It's like in the science area. So hydrogen is going to go up here. And let's do that. That. This belt is going to take a while to build. The bots are not made for that just yet. Yeah, this is nice though. So we do a corner here. Okay. Then we're going to do big power balls. We probably don't need many of these. Now, the belt I just placed, I probably should have built it high up in the air. But nah, it doesn't matter. If I need something else, I'll move the belt or place it high up in the air later. There we go. That's going to power all of this. But it might be awkward on the power production, but still, yeah, the bots are going to struggle with this for a long time. Not sure how to make that more efficient, so I guess we just have to walk with it right now. This is just a big belt. I'm not going to do too many of these, because later in the game Let's see. Well, maybe big belts are going to be a thing. I don't know. But the bots will be more efficient when we get to the next science. Yeah, we can do 1, 2 sciences for number of construction drones, and then there's one here. I think I'm building while I'm in here. Yeah. So we can look at these science while bots are happily building everything. And that if you stand a bit far away, they have to travel really far. We're getting a lot of soil for this though. Soil is needed to place the landfill. If you don't have enough soil and you want to place landfill like here, you can't, I think. I've never run out of soil, to be honest, because I don't really use landfill much. And I haven't played the game that far. So, I guess this part is done enough so we can fly away and do things, because I think it should be on now. Yeah, it is pumping oil into things. Now we can look at the arrows. So this is good. Chuk chuk, this is good. We aren't going to get enough oil for all of these. But let's see. In, everything should be in from the right belt. Do you have an out? Let's see. In, yeah. In. It looks correct. So, do we have labs? No, we forgot. Well, we have a few. 6. Yeah, that's enough. Actually, that's exactly what we need. So, I guess the blue science is buffered. So, we apparently didn't need that much of it. Let's see. And here we already have product. Hooray. So, if we go, yeah, this is nice. So let's build them here. Matrix lab. There and there. 3 stories high, and you make red science. So this should be hydrogen. Yes, we did the split correct at least. That's something. So you go in here. And then we need the coal thing in here. So that's going to be made over here. Let's see. That's in smelters, and it looks like we can build here, even though it looks a bit wet. So, how many? If we have 1 a second, it's 1 a second is 60 a minute, and we need/want more than that. So let's do 2 a second. So we need at least 4. So let's build 6. And I actually set the recipe. Hooray. And it's 6 is perfect because that's a full belt actually of coal. Not that we necessarily have that much mined here. We'll see. And this belt I want to place as soon as possible. So I think I'm going to place it here, and no, I'm going to place it here actually. I'm not going to move the power because I want straight belts. I'm going to do a corner. There we go. So we need inserters. This science was really quick to set up. It was just a lot of struggle for the poor construction bots. Let's see. That one looks nice. This does not look that nice, but it's fine. I want the that looks good. And let's place that like so, so we get the last ones in on the fun. And this belt goes this way. So I guess we want the belts to merge. I'm going to merge the belts with one of these, because even spread, I guess. Probably isn't that important, but still. In there. Let's see. Oh. Can we go here? Yes. Good. And belt. Here. So 2 miners for each and then merge, that's fine. There we go. Save a few belts because they are so expensive. They aren't actually. The belts are quite cheap in this game. At least the tier 1 belts. So there and there. So that's red science complete, I think. We of course have a bit of construction to do. So what science do we want to do first? Universe exploration we can't do, that requires more. Mechacore, I kind of want the move speed, but I also want the mining productivity to increase the speed of everything. I want this one as well. More stacking of the labs, and then we want everything else. So I'm not sure what we're going to build first. I think we might do some cracking, because that way I think this is a net power gain, so we can turn the oil into power and make like a huge factory. But with this science we can also start making solar sails and shoot them into space and get power from that, so maybe that's more fun. This one, I want this one. I want the last tier, so I guess that's down here. Yeah. So let's start with this, because I feel like we want the mines to last as long as possible and to give as much as possible. So that's a decent thing. But it depends. If it hinders our construction, then we can't have that. So here we go. We also need an out belt. I'm going to do that this way because I wanted to meet the blue belt down here, like so. That's going to look very nice, and we can do the belt buffer here. Good. So in and out and in, and because these, the close ones, have 3 trips a second because of 1 tile, but these have twice the amount of tiles, so it's only 1.5. So I'm going to use 2 of them. That means it is the same speed. Good. And power. And I guess this place needs power as well. Let's do the inserters before we set the power on. So in, out, and that's already set. So this isn't going to hit everything, is it? It did. Yeah. So, what's missing now? Coal is missing, but why? The sorter is out. In this game, I have a tendency to always forget to place the sorters somewhere. But this game, you see the yellow thing here? You can see that it's limited by something. So when you fly by something and you get a warning, that's sometimes very useful. Oh, we have some more construction to do. We do way too much mining here, by the way. So this is probably just eating a bit of extra power. Although we do have enough power still, almost, yeah. So what we could do, let's see. Yeah, now we have the things, and we do have the things here as well. So one thing we could do is add some burners like here. If the science doesn't take the hydrogen has 8 megajoules, so it's quite decent. It's a plus 100 fuel chamber generation as well, plus 100%. So that means it generates fuel power faster, but they only stack in 20 because it's a liquid. So I'm not going to use much of those, I think. But this is nice. We have red science now. And the red science is going to last us for a pretty long time, I think. But what I'm going to do is, I have a tendency to not queue too many sciences and slightly forget about it, because, well, stuff is happening and priorities and so on. So when that happens, it's nice to have a few extra matrix slabs. Let's see, let's do 2 stacks of those. Later on we can stack them really high, so we need more. So I'm going to do a few more towers that actually uses the science, and it's quite quick right now, so that's good, and we don't have anything buffered. So maybe this is also possibly temporary, but let's add one more, as long as we have enough products to make it. Why not? So that's here and that's here. So in, out, in, power. That's good. And then we copy this and place here. Now this is of course, well, not of course, but this is overkill. Let's see, sorter, and then we need this here. Because our science production is quite decent as is, and at some point we're going to make these taller, quite soon actually. But it was nice to get an extra one. I kind of want to make even one more, but we don't have the power for that, I see. So the next part is going to be get more power, and I guess I'm actually going to do what I talked about. So that's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's do 3. And here. Wait, this doesn't work with the next line, does it? That works fine. And it doesn't work fine. No. Boop. it works fine. So, angle to wide, we need a bit longer belt. Clickies, and there we go. So, in, not out. Silly inserter. In, and it's all connected, and we are at 100% satisfaction again. I think that's decent. Now, this will all stop soon because the tank for oil will fill. We have 2 products coming out now, right? So let's see. Oh, is this actually filling up? No, they can empty. Good. Belt isn't too slow. So when this fills up, everything will just stop. So we are going to slow that down slightly by placing a few of these here. This is a band-aid solution. Band-aids are well, they're useful. And 6. This is not the most efficient way to burn it. I think cracking is better, but we don't have the cracking technology and we haven't set it up yet. And this takes like 1 minute to set up and much less than that to tear down, so might as well. And in the meantime, the refined oil can burn, and because it is, funnily enough, renewable energy, this is going to be very helpful. So we have fixed our power problems. We have fixed red science. This tech was actually quite expensive, so that almost being done while we just faffed around for a tiny bit. Let's look at the science production. We need to set the red one as favorite as well. Then we see it produces 90 a minute. 90 a minute? How does it produce the exact same amount? Oh, yeah, I know why. Because the blue... what's it? Yeah, research complete, right? The blue is producing as much as the consumption is. And now it's going down because it fills up. But why is this only 90? I don't know. I think the next science is definitely going to be, let's see, this. No. Vertical construction. That's going to speed up the rest of the science, so might as well. It's going to take a few minutes though. So while that is researching, I'm paying attention here as well. When you click off the use inventory, then this box will disappear. So we can't see the numbers, but we can still see the rotation down here to the right. So with this, we're going to look into what next. So, do we need something for them all? Yes, we do. And the thing we need for them all is this thing. Sorters, Mark II belts, and Mark III belts. Important. And also, I guess we can make logistic stations and drones in the mall as well. That would be fun. And drones. I think it's drones. Something here, at least, requires titanium, and that means we're going to have to leave the planet. Our planet is Corona 4, I think. Corona 4, yeah. And we're going to have to look at the other planets, which we already scanned, so we know where we're going, but that's going to be a thing. So, research is going to go quickly now, I believe. But but I forgot to place. I was going to place even more. That would be here, right? That's going to be, yeah, one of those temporary solutions. No, don't run out of fuel before I get there. No. Oh, we have a slight, yeah, tiny bit. Good. So this power plant isn't doing much, and we don't need another tower because we don't make more. We don't make enough hydrogen. Is this because something is clogging? It is not. Okay, so we're just at capacity now. That's nice to see. So how many hydrogen are we actually making? We're making 128 a minute, and that means we can maximum make 128 science. No, half of that, 60. So we definitely need more hydrogen. Oh, that word. That silly word. But it's enough. It's more than enough. And because we have the buffer, we can also stop researching. I didn't stop now. That was just to get rid of that because we aren't doing anything from inventory. But we have 3 towers doing the actual research and 3 towers making, so it's okay to hold a bit, and it will just stack up buffer, and then when we start it, all of these will just light up and be fun. Oh, but we wanted to make the stacks, of course. So 14, that's enough. Yeah, that was going to be that was my plan for the end of the episode. I messed it up now and I spoiled the fun, but I'm going to make them taller. I guess it's fun even if you know it's going to happen. So research is complete in a second. It won't speed up anything right now actually because we are working at full speed, but it will help if we buffer and then do very speedy research. This science also lets us stack 1 more storage, and I guess that might be useful. I've never done it, but it might be useful. Hooray! Okay, so that means 2 more levels on all of these.
Unlock the vertical construction technology when building facilities such as matrix lab, storage, and storage tank. You can try to build them vertically to make more efficiency use of space.
To make more efficiency use of space, I like it. More efficiency use is a good thing. Ah, this is nice now. This is a big research part already. Good. So we can always add more more hydrogen to this. We also need to add more fuel to me. I guess we can. So we can steal the graphene from the lab. Yes. Good. So that should... Oh no, I used one of the good... No. Damn it. Doesn't matter. I want these for leaving the planet because they recharge the mech quite quickly. But it's not that bad. So, that's it for now. That's it for now. We have our big research towers doing all the research. I'm not sure why I left because it would be nice to finish the episodes looking at the beautiful towers lighting up in different colors, like so. Good. Red science complete. So I'm not sure what's going to happen in the next episode. I'm going to have a think and we're going to find out. Anyway, thank you all for watching and I hope you enjoyed the spaghetti. Bye bye.